Awesome. Good afternoon, future Ravens. Thank you all for tuning in today. I'm super excited to be here with you folks. My name is Celine, and I'm a recruitment officer from Carleton University. Maybe you folks have seen me on the road. I was doing some recruitment in the fall and also the winter semester. And now I'm here online with you folks, so it's super exciting. I actually graduated from a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, so maybe we can kick this off and have some interaction with students. Let me know what programs you've that you've applied to, or maybe you've accepted your offer already to Carleton. Let me know some of those programs in the comments below. Today and this week, I'm very excited to announce that we're actually going to be focusing in on the Student Experience Office. So on Friday last week, we were able to sort of start this off and introduce the Student Experience Office with a few folks who joined us to talk about what the office does and what kind of programs they offer. So if you wanted to go and check that out, we do have recordings on our CU at homepage on our admissions website, so you can go back and check out that recording. But this week and today, we're going to be sort of honing in on the CU 1001 program for first year incoming students like yourselves who are watching right now. So this program basically incorporates 5 different pillars that the Student Experience Office has put together. And each day this week at 2:30 on Instagram Live, we're going to be sort of focusing in on one of the pillars each day. So today, I'm super excited. I'm going to be inviting my friend Dan in, who actually works at the Student Experience Office and is a current student, to help me chat with you folks about the pillar wellness. So I'm going to add him in here now, if I can find him. Dan, are you here with us right now? Okay, he's coming on. I see a lot of great programs that you folks are talking about. See someone from architecture studies. Oh, there's Dan.
Hey, Celine.
Dan, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. It's great to see you on here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, do you want to take a minute just to introduce yourself to folks, let them know what program you're in?
Yeah, so hey everybody, my name is Dan. I'm going into my final year of Public Affairs and Policy Management, and this summer I'm the CU 1001 team lead, so I'll be doing a lot of the back-end work with the CU 1001 program, and I'm really excited to kind of be talking about it here today.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Dan and I have actually known each other for a few years now. I think we met doing Carleton Relay for Life, and we've known each other through our undergrad, so it's exciting that we're sort of back at it here from Ottawa. It's a little bit overcast. Maybe some folks want to let us know where they're coming from today as well. But yeah, it's great to see you. So I'm going to dive in and ask you some questions about CU 1001. So as I said before, we did sort of introduce it on Friday with the Student Experience Office. There was a few folks that joined us. But for those of you who didn't get to see the Friday's session, perhaps you want to explain a little bit about what CU 1001 actually is for students.
Totally. So CU 1001 is a program designed for incoming first-year students. And kind of like what you mentioned before I hopped on, we split the program into 5 key sections, or as we call them, pillars: academics, campus life, finances, employability, and wellness. And each section is really going to highlight some key information and key offices on campus that we think incoming students should know about before they begin at Carleton in September. So we're really excited to be sharing all this information, and we'll be doing so in a variety of different fun and engaging ways, from like presentation voiceovers to we'll have some video testimonials from campus leaders all across campus, and even some live webinars in the latter half of the summer where we'll engage with students and answer any questions that they have. Or I'm seeing someone's here from Kenya. Like, very, very exciting, some cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to the program.
Yeah, awesome. That's exciting. And it is free. It's a free program that students can register for. And you can be from anywhere in the world joining online. And when does it start? Do you want to just...
We'll be launching early July. I believe July 6th is when the program will open up, but registration is open now.
Awesome.
Details are on the Student Experience Office website for how to register.
Awesome. Yeah. And we'll be posting that as well at the end of this live. I'll be posting a link to the registration website for students who would like to register. So, yeah, it sounds amazing. And it's such a good experience, I think, for students to be able to have sort of that easy transition
Hmm.
through a program like this. So,
Totally.
with that, I mentioned a little bit before that we're going to be focusing on the wellness pillar today. So, I'm just going to get right into it and ask a few questions about that specific pillar.
Yeah.
What will this particular pillar sort of cover, and what can students kind of expect to get out of it?
For sure. So the wellness section of the CU 1001 program is going to highlight some key support services on campus for students related to kind of mental health and wellness. So we'll be touching on offices such as equity services, health and counseling, and something that a lot of Carleton students really love, our therapy dog program,
Mm-hmm.
which I won't go into too much detail about. Folks will have to join CU 1001 to learn a little bit more about what that is. But yeah, so we'll highlight all of the different uh, wellness support services on campus, and students who take the CU 1001 program and go through the wellness section of it will have a better understanding as to what these services are, how to access these support services, and really just gain a better understanding of what wellness is and why wellness is so important for university and how Carleton takes wellness really seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we really do at Carleton. I know that we're definitely leaders in that sort of mental health and wellness sort of area. So
Mhm.
super exciting. And how does all of this really link to living at Carleton and being on campus itself?
Totally. So I always equate wellness as a key component of healthy living, and healthy living is super important as university students.
Mm-hmm.
So by having a better understanding of what wellness is and what support services are available, students will understand how to reach out for help, and they'll know who they can go to. They'll know kind of where they can go, who to contact, which will really help enhance their experience at Carleton.
Mm-hmm.
And students who kind of take the CU 1001 program and have a better understanding of the wellness support services, they'll kind of have a leg up for when they start in September. They'll know who to contact, they'll know where to go, and that'll really kind of help them cultivate this idea of healthy living, and they'll really kick off their Carleton University journey with a great start. So I would say wellness is crucial to kind of understanding university life and healthy living, especially at Carleton.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting ahead of that work and living balance and that transition, like you said, is
Hmm.
big for sure. Before I move on to some personal questions for you, I just have a question from a student here that says, "Can I enroll for the CU 1001 program if I don't want to do the therapy dog program? I'm scared of dogs."
That's a good question. You
Absolutely.
are still able to enroll in the CU 1001 program. It's all online, so there's no interaction with the therapy dogs. The therapy dog program on campus is by all means voluntary. They're just around campus, and it's just a resource that's available. You don't have to interact with the therapy dogs if you're taking the CU 1001 program.
Yeah, you can see them from afar on campus.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
look at some photos on their Instagram and you're safe.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. So I'm just going to ask you a couple more, like I said, personal
Mhm.
questions right now. So I guess first of all, how does all of this sort of link to? I guess we talked about living at Carleton, but for you specifically, like what does wellness mean to you, and how have you used wellness on Carleton's campus yourself?
Totally. So for me, wellness, yes, wellness is kind of talking about taking breaks, but I really equate it with how are you going to take that break to better yourself.
Hmm.
So for some people, it's maybe hanging out with your friends to really kind of boost your emotion or make you feel a lot happier. For me, I love just unwinding, watching some Netflix,
Hmm.
maybe binge watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine or The Office. Those are two of my favorite shows. So wellness for me is definitely doing anything that betters myself in the moment, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, psychologically, all of that.
Yes.
Um, And then in terms of resources that I've used at campus, I would definitely say the therapy dog program. It's been great when I'm kind of walking from maybe the library to a class and I may be feeling a little stressed out. Just seeing those therapy dogs loving their life in the academic quad outside or anywhere on campus, I'll just go and pet them for a little bit, hang out, chat with the handlers because they're also Carleton faculty and staff. So it's really a great program, and yeah, that's definitely a resource that I've taken advantage of while
Hmm.
at Carleton.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. I know I love the therapy dogs. I think they're amazing as well. I also found, like, for me, leaving my house when I was in first year at one point, or even second year
Hmm.
when students leave, you miss your dogs or whatever. So that was a really great support to have on
Hmm.
campus. But, even just getting wellness, like sitting out by the river,
Totally.
blowing some steam that way, getting fresh air on campus. Our campus is
Hmm.
beautiful, right? As I'm sure
Yeah.
you can attest to as well. So those are all really important things.
So many different ways to kind of practice wellness on campus for
Yeah.
sure.
And
Hmm.
they'll learn more about that in this program, I'm sure.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. So that kind of brings us to the end of our Q&A here. I do have a great question from a student who says, what is the duration of the CU 1001 program?
So that's another great question.
Hmm.
It's essentially five presentations. So it goes throughout the entire summer, but students are able to go at it at their own pace.
Nice.
So it's really up to them how long they choose to kind of spend going through the program. If they really want to sit down and engage with the content and learn a lot more about it, it may take them a little bit longer, but that's one of the nice things about the CU 1001 program is you have the freedom to choose how long you really want to um, spend doing the program. The live webinars will take place in the latter half of the summer, so July and August. Um, but yeah, it's really up to you for how long it's going to take. Mhm.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's really helpful for students who are doing other things while, trying to do this sort of course. And obviously they're not getting graded on it. We can
No,
confirm that. So
yeah, no.
it's a complete welcome and just to make people feel comfortable. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have another question here from someone, and sorry, I'm going to throw you off guard a little bit with this.
No,
You'll have to think
totally.
about it maybe, but what is your biggest tip for incoming freshmen going to CU?
Oh, I could list a few, but
Yeah.
I definitely think my biggest tip is getting involved. I remember the summer before kind of starting my first year, I was really stressed out. I traveling far from home. I didn't know um, if I would make friends. I was scared, and I feel like that's a pretty natural feeling for all of
Mhm.
us. But after being here for 4 years, I can honestly say getting involved was the best decision I ever made. Um, you'll kind of hear a little bit more about it later in the week, ways you can get involved on campus, but there are so many different opportunities to get involved, engage with different clubs and societies on campus, different offices on campus. I would definitely say if you find an opportunity to get involved, do it. University, yes, you're here for academics, but you're also here for personal and professional growth, and getting involved on campus is a perfect way to do that.
Yeah, I love that. And that really leads to, not that we have a few pillars that we're going to talk about before Friday, but on
Mhm.
Friday, Dan and I are going to be getting into the campus life pillar, I believe.
Yeah,
So that'll be a great shoe in for talking about that as well and getting involved on campus.
totally.
So with that, we're almost at the end. I'm going to ask one last question to you about
Hmm.
the CU 1001 program. So what's one thing that you're most looking forward for students who are taking the CU 1001 program to take away from it?
Totally. Um, so kind of like we talked about, there's five different aspects of the CU 1001 program, and
Hmm.
they cover a wide range of topics that are really important for incoming students to learn about. And I think just have after you like complete all five of the pillars or the sections, you'll really understand that Carleton is a lot more than just an institution. It's a community. And I'm really excited for students to learn about all of the different ways to get involved on campus and how Carleton really prioritizes students and makes sure that everyone has an opportunity to learn, grow, and have fun all at the same time. So I'm really excited to kind of go through the CU 1001 journey with all of the incoming students. I'll be there with you all the way, and I'm just excited for them to see just how many different ways there are to get involved on campus.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm so excited for them. You're going to be on the back end of all of this programming, and I think you're the
Mhm.
perfect fit for it. And I think students are going to have an awesome welcome to Carleton's campus for fall.
Totally.
So that basically brings us to the end. I'm just going to post
Mhm.
a couple of, I'm going to post the registration for CU 1001.
Mhm.
So folks can go down below and you can click that link. It'll bring you to the CU 1001 page to learn a little bit more about it. And you can also register there as well. Like Dan had confirmed, there is no price,
No fee.
and I think it's going to be a great opportunity for students to do this. So
Mhm.
definitely check that out. And we'll be here, like I said, every day this week doing Instagram lives at 2:30 from the Student Experience Office. And tomorrow we're also doing a webinar for residents at 1 o'clock. So I'll post that link up, and folks can come to our CU at Home webpage to check out the residents link. And with that, thank you so much, Dan. Hopefully,
Mhm.
we can give some
Thank
love to
you.
Dan right now. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Yeah, of
Thank you so
course.
much for everything.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, folks.